Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Alright Seipher, we're ready.
I still don't think that this is a good idea, but we have no other choice. Ishizu won't let us go after the Millennium Puzzle ourselves. Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Yugioh, Reshef of Destruction. In the last episode, we got sent on a robot monkey chase, all because Joey's little sister believed Tristan had been turned into a robot monkey toy, thanks to Duke Devlin making a asinine comment. When in fact he had just gone to get something to eat. This time, we're heading off to Kaiba land to check on Kaiba now that Obelisk the Tormentor has been turned back into stone. And we're going to try, I emphasis on the word try, convince him to join us. Yeah, as you can probably tell from my tone of voice, I have very little faith of that actually happening. But it's what we have to do, so off we go to Kaiba Corp HQ. I figured you'd come. You're here about Obelisk the Tormentor. You want to know if it's turned to stone, right? Yeah? You think some magic trick is going to make me believe in your crazy mumbo-jumbo? Believe it or not, your card did turn to stone. I don't know how many normal trading cards you have, but I'm assuming it's a lot. How many of them do you know turn to stone? Your arrogance just really rubs me the wrong way. Honestly, it's part of why I prefer his character in the Japanese dub. What do you take me for? I don't get fooled that easily. And now you want me to see Ishizu? I don't think so. I want nothing to do with you losers. I'll find out who did this to Obelisk the Tormentor on my own. Mokuba, I have some errands to run. You're in charge of Kaiba Corp while I'm gone. You can count on me, bro. Yeah, that doesn't seem like the best choice. What do you have to say, Mokuba? My duty is to protect Kaiba Corp. My big brother left me in charge, and I won't fail him. Well, you at least have conviction. Though, frankly, you are a bit brattier in these games than you were in the actual show and manga, so it's a little weird. Anyway, since that was fruitless as I suspected, let's head back out to the city to talk to Ishizu. Help me! Silence. Hand over your rare cards right now. I never said I was putting up my rare cards as an ante in this duel. Well, you thought wrong. Give me your rare cards. Neo Ghouls, you horrible, stinking thugs. Ha ha ha. Flattery will get you nowhere. All the world's rare cards belong to the Neo Ghouls. Well, it would seem that we have a Ghoul invasion. Or rather, a Neo Ghoul invasion, as the entire Clock Tower Square, at least from what we can see by going this way and this way, has been taken over by the Neo Ghouls, and they're forcing the duelists of Domino City to ante their rare cards against their wills. Now, we can duel these guys, and they do give 200 to 400 domino a pop, so they can be somewhat decent, if you can manage to win. They all start on a Yami field, so you'll have to be careful about this. However, if we do defeat them, they will disappear from the area until we leave the area, and they will immediately come back, so it's not really in our best interest to duel them right now. If you need to grind against them, I wouldn't do this if you were playing the vanilla Reshef, the vanilla version of Reshef, as they can be pretty difficult at this point. Despite what you might expect, though, each of the ghouls throughout Domino's Clock Tower Square will have a different deck with varying difficulties. I don't have a lot of info on these guys and will not be dueling them all on screen, but if you wish to do so, I will go over them area by area now. starting off with this first guy that was the first Neo Ghoul that we saw for this invasion. He specializes in warrior and beast warrior type monsters of the Fiend, Wind, and Earth attributes. Up next, the upper ghoul here specializes in Fiend-type monsters with a base of 1200 attack or less that get an instant boost from the Yami field, and consists of Dream, Shadow, and Fiend attributes. This ghoul is probably the most difficult of the generic grunts because of that. I will not be dueling him. Let's head on up this way. Stop picking on the weak. Who are you? I'm the Greendale You bad guys don't deserve to know my name. Little twerp, I'll make you regret facing me. Grah! That serves you right. Come on, you didn't think you actually hurt me. Time to put this wannabe superhero to sleep. Hand over your rare cards, right now. I can't win. Maybe I should run away. No, a superhero never flies from danger. I will not flee. You persistent pest, you're annoying me. I'll let someone else deal with this fool. I can't waste time playing with kids. I wasn't cool like the actual Zompire, but I beat the villain. So yeah, we saw that entire scene, and it is the very first opponent that I ever faced in this Let's Play, so he's kind of a nerd, and actually one of Yugi's school friends from the Season 0 of the manga, but that's beside the point. If we actually talk to him to check on him... You must be the brats who want to be heroes. You should have stayed in the sandbox. I'm not as nice as the other guy. Yep, we are immediately thrown into a duel every time we check on him. Like all the others, like all the other Neo Ghouls in this place, he is going to appear indefinitely anyway. To go over what is specifically up with this one, this ghoul specializes in dragon, dinosaurs, and reptile/sea serpent type monsters of the Light, Wind, Fiend, and Aqua attributes. And honestly, he might be the weakest of these invaders, so let's give him a nice warm welcome. As we do duel this relatively weak ghoul, I would like to pose a question for the day related to the ghouls. Which of the original ghouls or rare hunters, if you prefer that name for their organization from the English dub anime, do you find to be your favorite? For me, I'd have to say it's Arcana. He is an utter scumbag, even with his somewhat sympathetic backstory, and he actually does pose a decent challenge to Yugi in their duel. Well, and that's all before the introduction of Yugi having to duel opponents with Egyptian god cards like Strings or Merrick, or having specific strategies to lock down that sort of thing like Loomis and Umbra. So yeah, this guy's pretty much a joke. Easily dispatched. Cool victory, deck capacity increased by 5, 1,000 domino was obtained. I think... Well, that wasn't in my notes. I guess I forgot that this guy... Maybe it's only a one-time thing that they give 1,000 domino, or maybe the Toggle Reshef patch increased the amount of domino these guys give. Either way, we got Sky Dragon for that. Not all that great. I won't forget this. I'm going to get you good. So I did do a little grinding off screen now that I'm reminded of that. I did shift around the monsters in my deck. I added the 2 copies of Dark Flare Knight and Vampire Lord after getting rid of my 2 1 tribute monsters and a Hitatsumi Giants, just so that we could easily slot those in. And I did grind quite a bit, getting my deck capacity up to 3,700 before this. So we're looking pretty strong at this point. Anyway, on with the rest of the Clock Tower Square. Here in the top mid portion of the map, the Ghoul here specializes in zombie-type monsters, mainly consisting of the Fiend and Shadow attributes. He can be a little tough, but I honestly feel like the top left Ghoul in the bottom right corner of the Clock Tower Square is a bit more challenging. If we go down to the bottom mid here, this Ghoul here specializes in Beast and Wing Beast monsters, mainly of the Force attribute, though he also carries a few Dream, Pyro, Wind, and Aqua monsters, but it's mainly of the Force attribute. Off here in the bottom left, we have a rather leftover deck built out of Thunder, Aqua, and Pyro attribute monsters with 1100 attack or less. Honestly, it's just that he doesn't have a very specific theme. It's just whatever cards that the other guys don't have, he pretty much makes up for. Anyway, if we go down this way... Eek! Hey, what do you think you're doing to Serenity? I'll protect you, Serenity. Tss. Well, good on you guys for actually doing something. Are you okay, Serenity? Yes, I'm fine, Tristan. And thank you too. You can count on me, Serenity. I won't let the Neo Ghouls lay a finger on you. That goes double for me. It's okay, Tristan. Serenity's safe in my arms. She doesn't need you. Devlin, you. Oh, hi, Seipher. Seipher, you don't have to worry about us. Yeah, I'll protect Serenity. So yeah, during the Neo Ghoul invasion, we can talk to these guys. They claim that they're not scared of the Neo Ghouls one bit, and that we have to drive them out of town. I believe that they won't accept any challenges from us. Yep, I don't think we have any time to spare. What? You don't have the time to duel me? Yeah, they won't accept our challenges as long as the Neo Ghouls are invading the city, so we had best work on getting the Neo Ghouls out of here. So, let's head on up, because there's one area of the Clock Tower Square that we have not gone to investigate. Exodia. Obliterate. Wah! Are you alright? Big brother! Another victim arrives. Nobody gets away with picking on my brothers. Well said, Espa. It's been a long time since we saw you. Hey, you guys are... You spared me the trouble of looking for you. I won't let you disrupt Master Keith's plans. I'll topple you like a house of cards. Looks like Espa's got 2 runs while we take on the actual boss. So, the weakest of Merrick's rare hunters has managed to become a lieutenant in the Neo Ghouls. Say hello to Rare Hunter or Seeker. Much like his subordinates, he begins the duel on a Yami field. His attributes generally focus on the Shadow and Earth attribute, with a few Fiends and Light monsters thrown in. His non-tribute monsters will have 1200 attack or less, thankfully, though most are unable to benefit from the terrain. However, those familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! Know this man's focus on strategy with stalling cards. His main win condition is through gathering the 5 pieces of Exodia, like we saw in that little scene before we got challenged to this duel. And unlike most people, and if you're playing Vanilla Reshef, he will have 3 copies of each piece in his deck. He'll try to get a single tribute with high defense on the field to protect himself and gather the pieces as fast as possible. To supplement this, he has Pot of Greed in his deck to mill through cards, and... I'm just... funny, I thought that zombies did get... Oh well. I guess I don't need Vampire Lore to get powered up by the Yami field, but whatever. I'll just discard it and lay down that trap to keep him from attacking. Amazonas archers will keep him in check, Vampire Lord will be resurrected to the field, and we can easily just get out our Spirit of the Books and Buku. Anyway, yeah, thankfully, due to Reshef's limit on the hand size to 5 cards and the enemy AI being dumb, the Exodia win condition is not all that scary unless you get severely unlucky. So just try and get through this as quickly as you can. Thankfully, I seem to be having a pretty good time of it. I just hope that his hand doesn't contain mostly Exodia pieces. And thank you for destroying that with Goddess of the Whim, but it doesn't matter because Vampire Lord comes right back. So let's get rid of this. And Vampire Lord finish him off. Already paying dividends on that card. Dual Victory. Your deck capacity increased by 10. 600 Domino was obtained. Right Arm of the Forbidden one was obtained. Already have plenty of them. My ultimate deck lost? It's not really all that much of an ultimate deck. Come on, Jinzo. Cyber Energy Shock. Wah! Alright, tell us what you crooks are up to. So you've beaten me. Big deal. What? Our plan can no longer be stopped. The world will fall before the Neo Ghouls. That did not explain anything. Thanks for the help. PPP. Are you looking for the lady who was here? That we are. PPP. That lady is... Quit faking. Fake. Oh, the PPP thing? Sorry about that. It's a habit of mine. I haven't cheated since I dueled Joey. Anyways, about that lady. Kaiba chased after her. I think he said her name was Ishizu. The Neo Ghouls kidnapped her. I followed after them with Kaiba, but I heard my brothers screaming for help. So I came back here. I hope Ishizu is okay. It's not your fault. Thank you. I know the general area where they took Ishizu. PPP, towards Domino Station. I think she was taken somewhere by train. But the Neo Ghouls have shut down Domino Station. You'll have to get rid of the Neo Ghouls first. Then you'll be able to move on. There are many Neo Ghouls around. There's not enough of us to make a difference. But I haven't forgotten what Joey taught me. He told me that the strongest duelists are the ones that have friends. It's impossible to win alone, but if we go as a group, let's get the word out to all the other duelists. With their help, we might be able to beat the Neo Ghouls. We can free the town of Domino from the Neo Ghouls. Domino Station will be liberated too. Quick, let's call all the duelists together. So yeah, we have the Ghoul invasion basically keeping us from going. We know where Ishizu was taken, but if we try and go there, we find that the train station is blocked off by the Neo Ghouls. If we talk to the to the ticket master, oh my, what to do? What to do? What on earth are those people up to? Those Neo Ghouls are horrible delinquents. Oh, what to do? What to do? Yeah, so we can talk to them, but it'll trigger a duel. I don't have any info on their decks, but they basically function a lot like any of the other generic ghouls, so we can't really defeat them because they'll just replace each other as soon as they're beaten to keep us from going after them. So with that in mind, let's head back to the Clock Tower Square and see if we can challenge one Esparova. A duel? Oh, so you can make sure your deck's ready. There's nothing wrong with being careful against the Neo Ghouls. No problem. I'll also test to see if my deck's ready. Okay, so might as well see what we can do with Espa here. Okay, I did not realize he started on that terrain. The phony ESP duelist is willing to take us on even in this dire situation. Say hello to Esperoba. His attributes are varied, but his monsters are all of the warrior or machine types. His non-tribute monsters are a significant step up, having 1500 attack or less. And as you can see, he starts on a meadow field, or a Sogen field, that'll power up warrior monsters by 30%. And it'll power down fiends, I believe, so we want to be a bit careful about that. We're going to start off with our Revival Jam. He also supplements his deck with spells like Beckon to Darkness and Infinite Dismissal, or in this case, Negate Attack, since we're playing the Tolerable Reshef patch, to control your resources, and the Inexperienced Spy to see what you've got in your hand, and Brain Control to take any monsters you have and use them as his, or to tribute them as fodder for his own monsters. He has a single powerful tribute monster in Jinzo, which can destroy any traps you've laid on the field the turn it is summoned. And we are currently in a bit of a bind by the looks of things. Okay, hopefully we can turn this around. That's not good. Okay, thankfully we've got Swords of Revealing Light to give us some time to get back into this duel. Attack the UFO turtle so that we don't lose our man-eating treasure chest. Need a light monster. And I guess my notes were wrong because I thought that he only had 1500 attack or less non-tribute monsters, so I guess that was a bit of a lie. And thankfully I've got Kaiba Man to be able to take out that. Now, how much? You've got just enough to overcome, so hopefully we'll be okay. And you are a fool. Okay, let's quickly take out that with our man-eating treasure chest now that it's in defense mode. Take out his Cyber Raider. Okay. Thankfully he managed to pull a dumb and we were able to easily take care of any of his monsters. We'll use Brain Control to take control of his monster and use it to possibly trigger his trap. And quickly dispatch of him. Okay, I only have 2 cards in my hand, so you didn't see much. Thankfully. Let's go with this to destroy that. And, okay, we had a bit of a rough go of things to start, but we're almost to victory. And another of my favorite cards is in my hand and boosted by the terrain, so let's use it against him. Delta Guardian, take him out. Dual victory, deck capacity increased by 5, 1000 Domino was obtained, Cyclone Laser was obtained. Spell that comes inside a power or capsule specifically for Gradius. It powers up Gradius, so it's really a bad spell card in my opinion. You've assembled a pretty decent deck. Let's go and drive out the Neo Ghouls. Okay, well, you know what? We have a little more time. So, what do you... you know what? It's fine if I just save all that for the next episode. We'll end things here, as we need to get some reinforcements to Domino City to push out the Neo Ghouls. Thankfully, our world tour has shown us exactly where all of the duelists are, even Weevil, who we admittedly don't see as a friend, but hey, he's a pro duelist. We could definitely make use of his skills to keep this city safe. But anyway, next time, we head out to gather the troops. I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.